Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell from the title of this video, this is going to be a quick little review on my AEROGARDEN, and I've had it since October. It's been planted for 116 days and I really like it so far, so I just wanted to go over like what's included and what I think about it. And also, just as a heads up, the chickens are in the room with me, so if you hear a lot of squawking and flapping, it's the girls being the girls. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. So I got my AEROGARDEN as a birthday gift, early birthday gift, and it was bought at Costco, and it came with, I'm not sure what it normally comes with, like when you buy it from the actual website directly, but like I said, mine was purchased at Costco, and it came with 2 boxes. One of them had the gourmet herbs, and then the other one had all the tomatoes in it. And I planted, there's 6 different spots. I planted 3 tomato plants and 3 herb plants. I planted thyme, curly parsley, and basil, as you can see from all that massiveness. And then the 3 tomato plants. And then this is what they look like. So I also have dill, 3 more tomatoes, and mint, and Thai basil. So mint, dill, Thai basil, and then 3 more things of tomatoes. So you get 6 in each of these boxes, which is really nice. And what's also cool is that on Amazon they have a grow anything pods, so it already has the soil or whatever this is in it. I'm not sure what it is actually. It has the pods already, and then you just add whatever seeds that you want to it, and then you can grow that as well. So I think after I'm done with these, after these plants are no more, I think I'm definitely going to try growing cilantro, because homegrown cilantro is honestly the best thing ever, and I love cilantro. It's like my favorite herb. It's the best. So I think I'm definitely going to try to order some of those and try growing that. However, it also came with the Seedpod Instructions, which is really nice. It's super user-friendly. It's really easy to set up. Like, this little screen walks you through everything that you need, and I'll give you guys a close-up of it, and so you can see it all close up and stuff. But yeah, so it gives you like little tips for the fruits and the herbs that you can grow, and flowers too. You can even grow flowers in here, and super user-friendly, guys. So even if you've never done anything plant or garden related, super easy. And it also came with these spacers. So basically, if you're not using a spot, you would put the spacer in it instead. So I'm assuming to help with the evaporation of the water. And then to help start the germination process, you have these cute little covers. And so basically what it is you stick this in the spacer and then cover it like that until it germinates, and then once it germinates you can take it off and you no longer need it there. But those are those. And it also came with not 1 but 2 things of liquid plant food, and it does have you add the food every 14 days. When I show you guys a close-up of the screen, you'll see it has like days planted and then days until you need to add more food, and then every 14 days you're adding plant food to it. And it's very important that you add the plant food, because since these are growing in water and there's like no actual, like this all in here is water, so it's very important to add the plant food, because you want to make sure that your plants are getting the nutrients that they would be getting if they were planted in soil. And I feel like it does take, especially since I've been growing tomatoes for a few years now, it's at 116 days and I've maybe had like 3 or 4 ripe cherry tomatoes, which is pretty slow in my opinion for cherry tomatoes in something this small. And I think it's because it's growing in water instead of soil, where it's easier to cultivate the proper environment that tomatoes would need in order to thrive. Also came with plant shears, which is super nice, because like who doesn't want a nice sharp pair of shears. And I think that's all it came with. But yes, like I said, my opinion of it, I definitely think it's worth the investment. And all the stuff that you get with it too, like a new pair of shears, the spacers, the covers, it literally gives you everything that you need in order for the seeds to grow. Are you gonna jump up here? No? Okay. So I think it's definitely worth the investment, and having year-long or year-round, I guess I should say, herbs and tomatoes. My almost 4-year-old loves it because he absolutely is obsessed with tomatoes, especially homegrown ones. So any single time the tomatoes are any sort of ripe, he's already picking them off and eating them. And yeah, let me show you guys a close-up now. This is the AEROGARDEN in all its beauty. And you can see there's some tomatoes in there. There's a handful of them. There's one that's like almost ready in here. All of that jazz. I did use some of the curly parsley, so this is just like the curly parsley that's growing back. This is the thyme, and then as you can see, the basil is super bountiful. It's very nice. So when you do it, when you set it up, is that you take this off right here and you fill it. Ooh, sorry, there's so many plants in the way. And you fill it to where it says fill to here. It's so cool to see all the roots and stuff too. But you fill it to there. And then as you can see, I need to add more water in there. And then you just place the pods in here, cover them with the plastic part. Sorry, I should have cleaned it, made it more presentable. Cover it with the plastic part until it germinates. And then it's also nice too because the light is adjustable. So this is the highest the light goes, but it also goes pretty low as well to be closer to the seedlings when they're trying to germinate. And then this is the screen for it. So as you can see, it says 116 days since planted, and the plant food timer, I have 10 more days until I have to add more food. And then this is you can set it up on a timer, but if you need to turn it on or off, you can just, light will auto resume the schedule even if you mess with it, which is super nice. This indicates when you need to add plant food. It'll turn red, and then also turns red when you need to add more water. So this is also the menu button, so you push it and you can set clock, and then all of that jazz. And then the clock is set, which is really nice. And then also when you originally set up, it asks you what kind of timer you want. There's a vegetable one, an herb one, or a flower one, and each of those different timers have different light intervals. But it's pretty nice because it'll turn it on and off on the schedule automatically. My clock is not correct because, as you guys know, I have children and they constantly accidentally unplug this thing. So I got tired of setting the clock all the time. But the dates planted and the food timer are the accurate ones, which is really all that I care about. But yeah, so I just gotta add some more water in there. But yeah, this is so cute. I have it back here in my sunroom, of course, but this would also fit really well like in a kitchen windowsill as well, and you can just have like all your fresh herbs for when you're cooking and stuff. But yeah, and that's it, guys. That's my little review on the AEROGARDEN. I think it's definitely worth it. The only other thing that I should add is that, especially if you're doing tomatoes, they are very water hungry plants. You're gonna have to fill this thing up almost every day, which is basically what I have to do, because they'll drink through all the water that's in here literally daily. So you want to make sure that you're staying on top of filling the water, even if the indicator's not telling you that you need water yet, because the indicator doesn't go off until there's absolutely no water in there. And I try to not let that happen. I try to stay on top of it and make sure I'm just adding water to it instead of depleting the water supply first prior to adding the water. So that's the only other thing I have to say. Please let me know if you have any other questions about it down below. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.